Once you've unpacked your cable caddy, you'll see an arrangement of two chains joined by a cable and Anderson plug at each end. So I'll give you an overview of what these brackets do and where they are positioned roughly on the device. The largest bracket, bracket A, is designed to mount on the outside of your tray on the passenger side, so that's the left hand side of your slide. You'll see two holes at this end that match up with two mounting points on your slide. You remove your factory bolts and replace them with our countersunk longer bolts from the inside of the tray with a 3.5mm Allen key. Wind them through. Two of the larger washers supplied will fit over the outside collar. If you position your bracket over those two bolt points, then secure with two supplied washers, the nylock nuts that go back into place. So don't forget, you've already tightened up those bolts from the inside, so your slide mechanism is secure. These nuts on the outside are purely to hold our bracket in place. You don't need to over tighten it. There's really no load that is applied to that bracket. You can see that fits in there nice and neatly. You then move to the other bracket, bracket B. So to fit bracket B, you'll need to fully extend your slide. And what that will do on the passenger side is expose the factory fitted bolt right there that you need to remove, again with that Allen key, and replace with our button head longer bolt. Now that will go through the other side of the tray, as you can see, extended past the normal spot. Again with our larger supplied washer, fit that over the collar like so, and then fit our bracket B over the top and secure with the supplied washer and nut. And same as bracket A, there's no need to over tighten that bolt, it's purely a positional thing. Straighten that up so it's level. Now you need to back the slide off slightly, so undo your clips, back it off, and you'll see next to the bolt you've just replaced another hole that is exposed. Drill that out. It'll go through the framework of your slide, it'll go through our cable caddy bracket B, 6mm hole, and secure with our supplied button head M5 bolt, nut and washer on the other side. That will then secure bracket B from moving anywhere. Now that we've securely mounted the bracket B, we'll get on to bracket C, which is the first part of the drop chain assembly. On the rear end of your slide assembly, which is shown here, I've pre-mounted this one. So this bracket here mounts on the back end of your slide. Simply place it there, mark it, drill a hole, pop it on there, and secure it with our supplied nut and bolt with washers. You can then drill the second hole, which secures it in place. Now with that securely bolted down, again, don't over tighten it, it is purely to hold it in place. We can then position the last bracket of the drop chain. Now the idea is to keep this chain assembly straight up and down. Don't bring it to the side, don't bring it that way, just make sure it's straight up and down. Mark your holes in the bottom of the tray. Ignore all our test holes. Once you've drilled your two holes, you can then go about fitting the last bracket of the drop chain. Now, There are a couple of different options for fitting this bracket depending on the size of your fridge and the model of the slide, depending on your clearance at the back of there. So you can fit it on the inside of the tray if your fridge allows it. You can fit it on the outside of the tray if your fridge allows it. If you really get stuck and your fridge is very, very big and it overhangs the slide slightly, you can actually mount that to, or even cable tie it to the back of the handle. It doesn't matter where this chain sits in that line, as long as it's secured to your fridge or to the tray, it will drop with your fridge and out of the way correctly. Now you can see the last bracket fitted, nice and straight. You'll end up with a fly lead at the end, terminated in an Anderson plug. Some fridges simply just plug that into the fridge. At the other end, you need to provide power to that Anderson plug. Most battery packs will be Anderson plug compatible, so you just need an Anderson extension lead that'll plug directly into there, and then you are done. The cable caddy is ready to go. You can see the drop mechanism's working nicely. We'll release the slide, run that through. See the cable follows the track in nicely. Slide locks into place, that clears. Some of the larger models, this bracket for the strut is further back. That will clear our bracket. Cable securely protected inside the chain runner, and you have Anderson plug connectivity to your fridge. In another video, we will show you how to modify your existing fridge lead to be able to use that end and also then plug it into our power supply to your existing car power supply. Any questions, please give us a call, 1300 300 450.